Assalamu alaikum grade 3, how are you? Hope you are enjoying your weekend inshallah. In this video I'm going to talk about lesson 3, unit 4, which is about inherited traits in plants and animals. But before starting anything, let's say dua. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا فأنت تجعل الصعب إذا شئت سهلا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إني أسألك فهم النبيين وحفظ المرسلين وإلهام الملائكة المقربين. اللهم إني أسألك قلبا خاشعا ولسانا ذاكرا شاكرا إنك على كل شيء قدير. Let's start. In session 1, we talked about different terms, which are traits, offsprings, organisms, and inherit. We took those two creatures as an example, but before talking them as an example, let's know the meaning of the word traits. And traits is the body features. Body features in our body. Like let's talk those creatures as an example. The traits having 3 arms, and she's pink with curly hair and flat teeth, 3 eyes. Those are its traits. What about this man? 2 arms, 1 eye, short teeth, and blue body and purple hair. These are its traits. So the traits are our body features. What about the offsprings? Offsprings are the babies, our babies. When two couples get married and they get a baby, this baby is called their offspring. What about organisms? Any living things around us, we can call it an organism. Plant or animal, we can call it, even if it's a small virus, we can call it an organism once it's alive. Any living things around us, we can call it organism. What about inherit? Like for example, if those two couples get married and having an offspring, a baby, this baby will inherit their traits. Inherit their traits means receive traits from its parents. Receive traits from its parents. Like for example, I inherit my traits from my parents. I inherit my traits from my mother and father. I took my traits, my features from my parents. I received them from my parents. Even you, some of you inherit the traits from mother, others inherit it from father, or from both of them. In the first session, we took those two creatures as example. We make them get married, and after that, we guess the traits of the offspring, how the offspring is gonna look like, what is going to be what are the traits that the offspring will inherit from those two parents. Maybe it's gonna have 3 arms, maybe 2 arms, maybe blue, pink, curly hair, or purple hair, or green hair, 3 eyes, 1 eye, and so on. So the offspring must inherit its trait, the baby must get its feature from its parents. What's gonna be the question of this investigation? What trait will the baby inherit from its parent? What is the trait the baby will inherit from those two parents? In session 2, we play the guessing game. For example, we have animals. We are going to know some of each trait, and we should guess this animal. The first one, I have rounded eyes, a trait. My body is covered with hair or fur, another trait. I live on trees and reproduce by giving birth. I am the monkey. Excellent. The monkey with rounded eyes, body covered with hair or fur. It lives on trees and reproduce by giving birth. Another animal. I don't have hands nor mouth like humans. A trait. This is trait. No hand, no mouth like humans. I have different types. Some of my population eat meat and some eat grains. Some of its type eat meat and the other eat grains. Who am I? The sparrow. Excellent. live near the baobab tree in the savannah. I reproduce by giving birth. My offspring inherit the same traits I have. Maybe they are going to have gray skin. So, who am I? The elephant with gray skin that lives near the baobab tree. I'm known as a lazy animal. My body is covered with black and white thick fur. I eat bamboo. Panda, excellent. And then I am wild. I have a sparky hair, sparky, wavy, heavy hair, sharp claws. My offspring is called cub. Who am I? The lion, excellent. I have my own shelter. You think I'm slow, but I'm rapid. If I want, I have 4 legs and I eat grass. So I have my own shelter. You think I'm slow, but I am rapid if I want. I have 4 legs and eat grass. Who am I? The turtle. Excellent. You can get a photo for you and your family and compare between your traits and your parents' traits and find out which trait did you inherit from your father and which trait did you inherit from your mother. Which trait did you receive from your father and which trait did you receive from your mother. Like for example, this family. This family has different traits. The offspring inherit some of their traits from the mother and some of their traits from the father. Members of the same family look alike, but they don't look exactly alike. They are not identical, but they look like each other as they inherit the trait as the offspring inherit the traits from their parents. And this is what makes every one different and unique from the other. Remember that when the organism reproduce, the new organism or the babies are called offspring. Excellent. Children are called offspring. And traits are the feature that offspring inherit or the features that the offspring received from their parents. Now look at this man. Can you guess how its baby look like or how its offspring look like? Will the baby look completely different or alike or identical? Let's see. Oh, cute baby. This baby looks like its father, like his father. He looked like his father. Can you see how many traits it inherits from his father? Maybe the skin color, the skin tone, the nose, the eyes, the hair. So this baby inherits so many traits from his father. We compare between them. They are not identical, but they are alike. They have the same traits. We have so many animals with different traits. Their offspring will inherit their traits. Like for example, this scorpion. The baby scorpion, its offspring will look like it, will inherit its trait, will receive features and traits from it. And the polar bear and the lion and the turtle, the sea turtle, the monkey, us, birds, butterflies, snakes, crocodiles, frogs, and fish. After you observing all of these living organisms, they have different traits. Are they all have the same trait? Can you spot any differences between them? Of course, there's a lot of differences. The traits are different. They have different features, which mean different traits. That means that every living thing is different. They have different features, means different traits. Excellent. Can you see these family, father and mother and kids? or children. From where did those children inherit their traits? From their parents, exactly. And this is the mommy and daddy dog with its offspring, with its child, baby or bobby. From where did the bobby inherit its trait? From its parents. Does it look identical? No, not identical, but just alike. Exactly like those children, those offspring of those two parents are not look identical like their parents, but they like them, they are alike them, as they inherit their traits from them. Even those horses, the baby horses, they inherit their traits from their parents. So every living thing is different. Even the offspring that have the same parents may have different traits. Can you see those birds? Are they identical or different? Does they share some traits or no? They share some traits like the shape of the beak, their type, their eyes, but they still different in color. Even they are the offsprings of the same parents. So what are traits? Traits are features or characteristics that define organisms. Parents pass those traits to their offspring. So the offspring receive the traits from their parents. Parents and offsprings are similar but not identical. The parents and their babies are similar but they are not identical like each other. And inherit is the receive of trait or the passage of trait from the parents to their offspring. In page 235, you can find those kittens in this picture. Do you think they share the same traits? Do you think all of those kittens are offspring for the mother? All of them are the offspring for the mother? This is the offspring, this and this are the offspring because they share the same trait with its mama or with the parents. Similar but not identical. If I ask you which one maybe not its offspring, not maybe not this mommy cat offspring. Exactly, it's gonna be this because it looks kindly different than the mother. In this page 236, you can find the meaning of the word organism, which is any living thing. Here we have to draw a line to match parent to their offspring. Parent with its offspring, its child, or its baby. Exactly this to this and this. Same truth like this and this. So let's check. And after matching, we have to what sort of characteristics did you use to figure out which offspring and parent went together? Why did you match the picture you matched together? Why? This is the offspring of this because they have the same color of flower, and this is the offspring of this because they give the same fruit, and is the offspring of this because they have the same shape of leaves. Offspring often look like their parents and their siblings. The offspring of the plant has the same shape of leaves to its parent, the same petals of the flower, and the same shape and the same color. The overall shape of the plant is also the same. So you shouldn't write all of that, just this flower is the offspring of this because they share the same color, because they share the same fruit, and this because they share the same kind of leaves. In page 242, here we have to look at the traits, at the characteristics or the features of the body, and draw a line from the offspring to its parent. This is parent for its offspring. Excellent, it's this and this to the lost one and this to this. Why? Because they share the same color of fur, the same shape, and so on. Exactly like what we did. In what way are the parent and the offspring from the activity above, the activity we just do, is similar? Both the parent and the offspring have fur. Exactly, they both have fur. Both the young and the adult have antlers. No. Both are the same height. No. Both have similar shape. Yes. They both have similar shape, and both the parents and the offspring have fur. In this lesson, we group animals. We have animals. Can you see animals and their offsprings? Offsprings means their babies, and we want to sort them. Like for example, this line. Which one is its offspring? Exactly. And the kangaroo with its offspring. And the cat with its kittens, offsprings. The flamingo with its offspring. Monkey and its offspring. Tigers and its offspring that inherit its trait. Can you see how the baby inherits its mother trait or inherits its parents' traits? Observe the traits and compare. Here we have plants of the same kind. Can you see pepper? All of them are pepper. But do they share the same traits? They share some and they have some differences. What is differences here? It's the color and even the taste, how it tastes like. How are they different? They are different in shape, different in size, and in taste as well. Maybe this is spicy while this is sweet. Even they are the same type. Do these grapes, does they share the same traits? They, they are of the same kind. All of them are grapes, but they are different in color and taste. Even those dates, they are different in size, different in color, different in shape, and even in taste. We have different traits. In page 437, you can find the meaning of the word trait, which is the features that the offspring inherit or get passed down from their parents. Here in the middle, we have offsprings, and we have to choose the parent, the father and the mother. For example, this yellow flower, maybe this is its mom and this is the dad. And this red one, what about this white? You have to draw a line between the offspring and both of its parents. Choose the word or phrase the best to complete the sentence. Because traits are passed from whom to the offspring, traits are passed from whom? From our parents, exactly, to the offspring. Offspring often look like their parents. The offspring look like the parents. An example of an observable trait. An example of an observable trait. An example of an observable trait the offspring share with their parent is the color of their petals. Can you see the offspring, what the trait it shares with its parents? The color of their petals. Those are the colors of board. This is the petal. This is how we answer it. In page 240, we can find two different pair plants. Do you notice any differences? We can even find the meaning of the siblings. And we said siblings are brother and sister that have at least one parent in common. At least one parent in common. Siblings have at least one parent in common. Both plants and animals can have siblings. If a rose plant produces 2 or 3 new roses plants, the new offspring are all siblings. If a mother dog has litter of puppies, all of those puppies are siblings. Brother and sister are siblings. Like for example, I have a cat, and these cats has a litter of kittens. All of those kittens are siblings. So, siblings must share at least one parent in common. We are going to compare between those two hair plants. Does he have the same leaf shape? It's in exercise number 10. Compare and contrast. Page 240. Do they have the same leaf shape? Yes. Leaf color? Yes. Petal color? No. Different. Overall shape? Same. Height? Different. The white one is taller than the other. So if you want to write a paragraph about differences and similarities between those two fair plants, we will say that they have the same leaf shape, the same leaf color, but they have different petal color and same overall shape and different height. Siblings, they are siblings, have same leaf color and shape. They also have a similar overall shape. The sibling plants are different in color of their petals and their height. One has white petal and is tall, the other one has a purple petal and is short. Complete. When offspring have at least one space in common, they are siblings. Parent, excellent. Space traits from both parents inherit traits from both parents. Most of most of time siblings look similar. So when offspring have at least one parent in common, they are siblings. Each sibling inherits traits from both parents. Most of time siblings look similar but not identical. Organisms vary in how they look and function because they have different inherited information. We have different inherited traits from our parents. That's why we look and function differently. Like those siblings, those brothers, they inherit traits from their parents, but they still look different. And those sibling tigers, they look different because they have different inherited information. Even those kittens, they look different as they have different inherited information. What do we call organisms that have at least one parent in common? Siblings. Excellent. At least one parent in common. Siblings. Like those are siblings. Brothers and sisters are siblings. In page 243, you can find the paragraph about moose and nyala. They are different, but they are similar. Some animals seem very different, but when you compare them more closely, they have many similarities. A falcon and sparrow, you know the falcon and the sparrow, are both birds and both have feathers. Their feet are similar in shape, although the falcon's feet are much larger and are better for catching prey. What about moose and Yala? Moose and Yala are two different animals. If you compare their traits, you will notice that they share some similarities. They have some similarities. Use the chart to notice the similarities and differences between the adult male moose and the adult Nyala moose. Or the adult Nyala. Here, moose and Nyala. How they weight? The moose is 816 kilograms, while the Nyala is from 50 to 75. Shoulder height. How high their shoulder? The moose is 152 to 198 centimeters high, while the Nyala is from 83 to 99 centimeters. The total length, the moose is 243 to 304 centimeters, while the Nyala from 229 to 259. Ears, how their ears looks like. The moose has large furry pointed at tap, while the Nyala upright pointed at tap, pointed at tap, pointed at tap, similar here in their ears. The head of the moose, very long snout, low forehead. Males have large antlers. The male have large antlers, and those are the antlers. What about the Nyala? Long snout, they are similar here. Low forehead, another similarity. Male and some females have horns, like those. Male and some females have some horns. Which statements are true about the moose and Nyala? Circle all that apply. Both have similar foreheads. Exactly, both have low foreheads. So A. Both have large furry ears. No, because Nyala ears is not furry. Both weigh about 816 kilograms. No, because the Nyala is from 40 to 71. Both have pointed ears. Yes, both have pointed ears. So the answer is going to be A and D. They both have similar forehead. They both have pointed ears. This is the hawk and the falcon. Can you see? The hawk and the falcon. How their feet looks different, how their eyes look different, even their wings, the color of the feather. Are those siblings? Tarzan and a monkey and an elephant? Of course, they are not siblings. They didn't share traits. In page 242, we have an exercise that's talking about male parent and female parent, daddy and mommy, dad and mom. Dad and mom, Texas Longhorn parent. Can you guess which of those is gonna be their offspring and why? How are these parents and offspring similar? What about this? Yes, it's a parent as it inherited straight from its mother. And this? No, because look completely different. Not look like the father and neither father nor the mother. What about this? It looks like its father, so it's an offspring. And this, another offspring, it took the black color of its father. Exactly. How are they similar? So those offspring inherit the color of the fur and the shape. Parent and offspring have the same physical trait, have the same hair color, they both have short hair, brown fur, black and white, and black fur. That's how they are similar. Here we learned how to plot a graph, how to plot a graph or a bar graph. Here we learned how to plot a bar graph. Let's complete our session. We learn how to plot a bar graph. We gave sticky notes to the left-handed students, yellow one, and pink one to the right-handed students, and we asked them to stick it over the graph so we know how many left-handed and how many right-handed through this bar graph. So we learned how the bar graph helped us to know the numbers of or to know information about student or information about something we want to know. In page 245, we have a question. What are the main idea of this lesson? Circle all that apply. What is the main idea of taking this lesson? Isn't animal parents care for their young? Animal inherit traits from the parents? Exactly. We learned that animal inherit traits from the parents. Animal siblings usually don't look alike. Animal siblings usually don't look alike. Animal siblings often look similar. What did we learn from this lesson, or what are the main ideas of this lesson? Number one is animals inherit traits from their parents. Exactly. Animals receive their features or took their features from their parents. And what else? Animal siblings often look similar. Here in page 238, we have plants inherit traits from the parents. Height is an inherited trait. The height of the plant is an inherited trait. Tall plants usually produce tall offsprings, while short plants usually produce short offsprings. Let's record the observation and make a plot, like we did in left-handed and right-handed. Here, we are going to use tally column, and tally means if you have one, we just add one stick, two sticks, three sticks, and so on. How many 243 centimeter height plant do we have? Let's see, 243, 43, only one. Let's write it, 243, only one. In tally, we will just add a stock and in numbers we'll just add 1. How many 274 do we have? Let's check. 274, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 of 274. Let's try 3. In tally, counting, we will add 3 sticks, and in numbers we will just write 3. How many 304 do we have? Let's check. 304, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 of 304. Let's go and write it. In tally, we will just add 4 sticks. 4 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 6 numbers. And in numbers, we will just write 4. How many 355? Let's go back and check. 355. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, and just 3. In tally, we will add 3 sticks. And the number is 3. How many 365? Let's go back and check. How many 365? 1. Only 1? 365? Yes, only 1. So in tally, just one stick, and the number is 1. Here he is asking us, now use your tally to create a line plot. Place an X to represent each plant height on the graph. 243 we have 1, so we will draw only one X. We will draw only one X. I want the plant. Only one X. 243. In 274, we have to draw 3 X's. X and X and X. This in 274, as he asked us to represent the numbers by X's. And then let's erase this. Fine. Let's check the answers. Here, 274, 3 x's, 304, 4 x's over each other, 355, 3 x's, while 365, only 1 x. Here he is asking us which of the plant height had the same number of the tally marks. Which of the plant height has the same number of the tally marks? It's 3 and 3, so it's 274 and 355. 274 and 355. They have the same numbers, 3 and 3. Which height had the most number of the plants? It's 304. That's 4 number. Now, do you know how can we get information from the plot as we did in left and right-handed, and as we did here? We can get information from the graph or the plot we just did. From the table, we just record the answers or record the information in it. It makes getting information easier and faster. In page 250, the illustrations show 3 generations of family tree. Those grandfather and grandmother that got married, and then they have an offspring. When the offspring became an adult, he gets married as well to the mom, and then they got 3 offspring: child A, child B, and child C. Which of the physical trait did child B, this is child B, inherit from its family? Which trait did it inherit from its family? It's the wavy hair. Excellent. Only the wavy hair? Yes, because nothing it has anymore. Green eyes, and there's no green eyes. There is wavy hair. Freckles, no freckles. Freckles are the brown spot on the face and the body. Brown eyes, no. Blue eyes, no. So the answer is gonna be the wavy hair. The wavy hair. Child C inherit her eye color from which member of her family? The green eye from her mom. Exactly. Thank you. Pick one of the children, list their traits, then write who they inherit those traits from. An example. Child C inherited her hair color from her grandmother. Let's take child A as an example. Child A. At first, we should talk about its trait. Black hair trait. Black hair she has. From where did she inherited? She inherited from mom. What else? Blue eyes inherited from dad. What else? Just the hair and the eyes. She inherited the hair from her mom and she inherited her blue eyes from her dad. Now let's move on to the lesson check. Now, after we explain all the lesson, you can go to your lesson check and answer it. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you understand all of the lesson quite well. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask us. Send us your inquiry on the Edmodo or wherever, and we will answer it as fast as possible. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.